Hey there, viewers. Working on a 2019 Honda Accord today, and I'm just replacing a wheel bearing. I wanted to talk about the symptoms of a failing wheel bearing. If you're ever driving down the road and you're hearing a roaring sound coming from the wheels, not road noise, but louder than that, and I'm not talking about a squeal because that's usually brake related, but more of a roaring or grinding noise as you're driving down the road, you probably got a bad wheel bearing. Obviously, the longer you drive it, the worse it gets. And also you'll notice that if you jerk the wheel back and forth a little bit, it'll be more pronounced on one side or the other. And that's a good way to tell which one is actually bad. If you jerk the wheel to the left and you hear it really loud on the right side, it's the right wheel bearing. Or if the noise gets louder when you turn the wheel to the left, it's probably the right wheel bearing, and vice versa. The big thing is trying to figure out if it's front or rear. The thing a lot of people don't understand about cars is sound travels. So front to rear, side to side, sometimes it's hard to identify where something's coming from, but the old steering wheel jerk test works every time. Now this one has press-in wheel bearings. These are a lot harder to do and not really recommended for the do-it-yourselfer unless you got a shop press and chisel and all kinds of stuff that you're gonna have to do. They're a real pain, but if you do try to tackle these, whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or not, one of the things I will recommend is as soon as that parts driver drops off the part, if you're sure that it's the right wheel bearing, throw it in the freezer. Let it get as cold as possible for as long as possible. Cold makes things contract and it makes these things a lot easier to press in. You are going to need a shop press to get them out though. Now on the other side of it, when you pull this hub, the part that holds the wheel, and you get that out of the knuckle assembly, you got three options on getting the race off of the hub. One, sometimes you can get lucky with a bearing splitter. I'm seldom that lucky. The other option is you can set the whole hub on the end of a drill and spin it and hit it with an oxyacetylene torch right on this bearing, or the race rather. And sometimes you'll get lucky and it'll fall down. Again, I wasn't that lucky today, so I had to go with option number 3, which is to cut it. And when you're cutting these, you want to make sure you don't cut all the way through. You don't want to damage the hub itself. And typically what I'll do is I'll score it really good, get it really, really close, and then I'll hit it with a chisel and break it so that it splits far enough where I can drive it off. So those are my helpful tips for wheel bearings if you do decide to do a wheel bearing on your own. The bolt-in ones are so much easier than this. This one takes about 2.5 hours. The other ones you can do in a half hour, sometimes an hour at the most. But if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. Thanks for tuning in.